So 2 to 7 times follow-up. Your follow-up calls should include things such as, hi, this is Shannon at Vision. I have a home that just came on the market I think you would love. Please call me so we can schedule an appointment. Or, I don't want to spam you. Is it okay if I email it to you? Or, I know you're really busy and believe me, I understand. I wanted to follow up with you regarding the email/phone call from the other day. When you could squeeze in a few minutes, give me a quick call so we can talk about your home search. Or, the house you inquired about is going highest and best today. I want to see if you have 10 minutes to meet me out there this afternoon. Let me know so I can get it scheduled. You have to create a need and or a time urgency if they're not calling you back or emailing you back to get them to call you back. Once they make the contact, now you can flip them to a new client. Get in the habit of checking your spam files. I'm going to say it and say it and say it. Your response could be in there. The importance of prospecting. Okay, so how do you get leads? There's a lot of ways to get leads in real estate, and it's not just the internet. This training is specifically for internet, but Boyd does offer an excellent lead generation class that you should take if you've not taken it. I think he's got like 105 ways. How many ways does he have to?
150, I think.
100.
A lot more than that. I think it's like 300 now.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot.
Some are free, some are not. There are ways to get free leads. You should pick 5 ways and really no more than 5, because that's pretty much all you're going to be able to handle. If you're working part-time, pick a couple, get your feet wet, because once the clients start rolling in, your part-time job will become full-time. You can also take team leads from us. Ours are 30%. Vision does a 35%. So if you want to take their leads or our leads, we're there. But I'll tell you what, you're going to take our leads, you better be prepared to do some reporting back to me on a weekly basis, because I don't screw around with that. Like, you got to report back to me or you're not getting any more leads. There's a website to farm expired leads. It's a pay-to-play website. It's called theredx.com. It's I think $49.95 a month, and it will give you all the expired listings in a certain area, and sometimes phone numbers, which is nice. So if if a listing expires and the agent hasn't renewed it, you can call the seller and see what's going on and see if you can get their listing. I'm going to do a listing training that'll be coming up, so watch out for that. Obviously not tonight, but it'll be coming up in the next month or so. You can do mailings, knob hangers, other marketing materials in the area you want to become an expert in. These all cost money, they're time consuming, but they can pay off. Another thing you can do is put a list of all the people that live on the street or neighborhood that you want to become an expert. It's called farming a territory. At any time that a home hits the market in the area, you can call everyone on that list and say, hi, this is Shannon from Vision Realty. I wonder, did you see the house that just hit the street at hit the market on 123 Main Street? Do you know anyone who's looking for a home like this? Oh, can I get their phone number? No, I won't tell them you gave it to me. Especially if you can get kids on the phone. They're sweet. Seriously. Oh, is your mom here? No, she's out right now. Oh, does your mom have a cell phone? Yeah, can I get that number? Okay. Or sometimes you get a neighbor and they're like, yeah, God, I hate that guy. I'm ready for him to move. Oh, well, let me help you get him to move. What's his phone number? You get the guy's phone number, you talk to him about his listing, blah, 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 how many showings have you had? They don't know. I mean, believe me, agents don't spend time with other agents saying, don't talk to any other agents. As a buyer's agent, and I am predominantly a buyer's agent, I go to showings all the time where sellers are there. Sellers should not be at their own home when I'm showing it. You don't want me to be there if you're the seller, because I'm going to drill you. I'm not going to be intrusive. Oh, why are you moving? Oh, your kids are in Wyoming? Your grandkids are in Wyoming? Oh, I bet you missed them. Oh, how many days has your house been on the market? Oh, I bet it's really frustrating. And I just go through all the questions. So then I'm like, okay, so they want to get moved. House has been on the market 150 days. They're ready to bite pretty much at any offer. And you use that to your advantage when you're out with buyers. Sorry, got off track. Okay, so are you or does anyone you know is looking to buy or sell a home this year? If you're going to do this, make sure you really understand the market that you're catering to. People will ask you all kinds of questions and want to know what their home is worth, what the house on the street sold for 5 years ago. Be accessible to Realty when you make these calls, so you can look it up if you need to. But you will be amazed at how many leads you get. Just please never tell anybody what their home is worth. That's an appointment. We're going to talk more about that in another training, but you will want to take a CMA and blah, blah, blah. But Don't tell people what their house is worth if you're going to do farming. And if you're going to farm, you can set up a safe search on Realtor or on Realcom where you can see like all the houses that sold in the last 30 days, and you monitor it every single day, so you know everything that's going on. You've got your finger on the pulse in Rosedale Gardens in Livonia, or whatever neighborhood you want to become an expert in. You know everything that's going on at all times, and I'll tell you, it goes a long way when you're paying attention. Okay, so when do you prospect? You should have 2 times per day that you prospect, once in the morning and once in the evening. There's nothing wrong with calling people at 8 o'clock in the morning. They're getting up for work, they're driving to work, they're doing whatever, making breakfast for their kids. The bottom line is you want to get them on the phone. If you don't get them in the morning, try and get them in the evening. Call them at 6, call them at 7. You should have 2 times during the day that you prospect. This is imperative to all sales that you do. Prospecting doesn't mean calling the same people over and over and over again. That's only a portion of it. It also means getting new prospects on that list and making those calls. Give yourself an hour every morning and every evening to prospect. You have to do that or you are not going to convert. You have got to make time for prospecting. Internet leads are the exception to that rule. Internet leads need to be prospected whenever and wherever you are. If I'm on a showing and I happen to look down at my email and a lead comes in, guess what? Excuse me, I need to take this to respond to something real quick. Do you mind if I step out for a few minutes? Sure. Boom, I type an email back to that person. Hi, thanks, I got your lead. Because now, I can't copy and paste like a whole diatribe in there, right? I mean, I just want to let them know that I've got my finger on the pulse. So I'll say, hi, Shannon from Vision, I got your lead. I'm with a client right now. Is it okay if I call you in a little while? If so, please just give me your phone number and let me know what's a good time for you. Be amazed at how many people will be like, holy cow, I just sent that and she's already responding back to me? Yeah, here's my phone number. Boom, phone number. You don't even have to be showing a house if you want to do that. See how many phone numbers you can get. It works more often than not. People want to be catered to and they want you to pay attention, and if you respond quickly, they're going to respond back to you. If you don't, somebody else is going to take your lead. So internet leads, wherever you are, I don't care what you're doing, wherever you are, you have to respond when you get the lead. If you get a phone number, you call them back, let them know if you're a client. I just covered all that. See, if it's an email, just type quickly back in the subject line, it's just a quick response. They're only hot for so long. Call them when you say you will. And if you don't contact them, somebody else will. Realtor.com will tell you that the zip code that you own is exclusive. Yeah, that's a lie. It's not. It's going out to another agent. And you want to know why I know? Because I own South Lyon. So does Laura Jankowski. We got the same lead. The thing is that I give my leads to Laura because I don't work South Lyon.
How did you find that out? How did you know?
She got the same lead. She goes, yeah, I already got it. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And I've had them where I called immediately or followed immediately, and they're all already working with another realtor.
Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing because that's the other realtor that's got the same zip code.
Mm-hmm. So don't believe that and hear it. If you're going to buy zip codes, I don't suggest you do that until you get some money under your belt and you can afford the $82.50 a month per zip code. It adds up
Well,
fast.
I tried to buy a zip code and every single city was taken that was any desirable. Like the only thing left was, not anywhere I would want to.
What did it cost you to buy a zip code?
It depends.
Yeah, it depends on the zip code. Some the hot zip codes are like $82.50 a month.
I mean, there's a way.
And by the way, it's not a zip code. It's like this. It's like an area of a zip code. So, say, I think West Bloomfield has 3 or 4 zip codes, but then there's like 5 areas. So you can only get a specific area of that zip code. It's all pretty complicated. Brian Malinger is our rep at Realtor.com. I have his number. You can call him, ask him all the questions that you want. He loves to talk about it. And he will try to hustle you into every zip code he's got available. So,
that's true.
just be careful. If you're going to do your own, if you're going to pay for your Realtor.com leads, it is a 6-month contract on one type, and then there's a different type of lead that they give. That's a 1-year contract. So just be careful about what you do. Make sure you ask all the pertinent questions. But you know what? John already pays thousands of dollars for those leads. Get them from John, or get them from me. I only have specific areas. It may not be even an area that you want to work in, but take John's leads and take as many as you can get. They are free to you. You pay 35% to vision, and who cares? If you're doing 10 closings or 5 closings a month, hey, whatever. Take your 35% because you're making bank. You're making more money than you probably have made in a really long time, especially if you're switching out of a different career or you got laid off and you've been just doing whatever it takes to get by. You can make a killing in real estate, but you have to hustle. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit, about the hustle. So the importance of follow-up. You guys, there's a spreadsheet on here in the back of this packet, and it's just like very simple. This is my spreadsheet that I use, but you can use whatever you want, whatever system works for you. The key is to find one that works for you, use it religiously, because it will save your butt, especially when that little piece of paper you wrote the phone number down on, you can't sign.
I know.
Yeah. You know those little scraps while you're driving around and you're like, oh yeah, that's like a gum wrapper, I'll just write it on there.
Ripped off the corner of McDonald's bag and wrote it on.
Yeah. So if you're like me, like a paper scrap writer, have a little baggie, a Ziploc, gallon bag in your car so you can't miss it, can't lose it. Shove them all in there, and make sure you come back and record them. You can keep this. You don't have to print this off. You can keep it on your computer. If anybody wants this very, very simplistic file, if you don't know how to make spreadsheets or whatever, just email me or let me know. I'll send it out to you. So you got your date. You have your clients' names. Make sure that you know Joe and Mary Jones. Make sure you get the right name, not Jose and Marie, if that's not their name. Their phone numbers, all their contact information, and all of their email addresses you can possibly collect. Their areas of interest. I have Livonia, Farmington Hills, Novi for these people here. Their price point. This one is up to $120,000. Because when you start going through this and you like, oh my gosh, I need a paycheck next month. All right, I'm gonna cherry pick this guy, this guy, this guy. It says he's ready to move in 30 days. I'm gonna work him. I'll work that girl, and this, and that. So make sure that you have this information. This is like the minimum, bare minimum. You can add anything else you want to this. This is the bare minimum. Their reason for moving and their time frame. That's really important because if they're just looking, they don't really have a reason to move. But you can create. I've had lots of people who said, I'm just looking. I'm probably going to move in like a year or two. And I sell my house in 30 days. I'm just asking questions. I'm just getting interested. And there was a list of questions that John gave me today about qualifying leads, or about qualifying. So I can give you a photocopy of that if you've never seen it before. This 1 through 7 on here. P is phone call, E is email, and the date. I know it's very cryptic. So P is phone call, E is email. So if you call them and email them on 8/28, write it in there, or type it in there, and then send an email maybe on 8/29, and then the rest of the time it's going to be 1 week apart until you've exhausted 7 times. Okay, 7 times, it's done. You'd be fast. It'd be amazed ago how quick you convert people when you are genuinely interested in their search. Even if you're having the worst day on earth and you definitely don't want to call them, your husband just teed you off and your kids are misbehaving, maybe you got a car accident on the way here, you don't want to talk to them, you got to fake it till you make it. Dig deep down, call somebody who makes you laugh, change your mood, get interested. If you're interested in their search, they're interested in working with you. I'm telling you, excitement goes a really, really long way, even if you have to fake it. All right, so let's see what else I'm at here. All right, we're going to talk quickly about accountability. If you started selling real estate because you want to make your time your own, have a flexible schedule and a personal life, you are in the wrong profession. I'll be the first person to tell you that right now. There is no flexibility in real estate. Real estate is run on schedule, and it's run on your schedule. Most full-time successful agents stand by a schedule, and they rarely waver from it. Your schedule, and this is in caps, you guys, it is the most important thing. If you can get to stick to your schedule 70% of the time, you will succeed in real estate. What kind of things are included in your schedule? Your personal obligations. There's a little calendar on the back too. Your personal appointments. Kids got a concert. Your daughter has to go to the doctor. Your prospecting times. At least an hour in the morning and at least an hour in the evening. Every day. 6 days a week.